Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of Los Angeles Clippers MyNBA series here on NBA 2K24, and it's a big game because we've reached the play-in tournament. The Clippers make it as the 10 seed, and today we're going to be facing the number 9 seed Golden State Warriors. And what is a win or go home scenario? If we win, we move on to the second play-in game, while if we lose, our year is over, and the same thing goes for the Warriors. So a big game here at the Chase Center. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more basketball content, as I'm still not sure if I'm going to do a year 3 of the series. So if you want to see this continue, make sure you show your support. Steph Curry looks ready for this one. Both men are at center tip, as it is Ivica Zubac and Kevon Looney, as we get ready for tip-off here in San Francisco, and we are underway with the Warriors winning the tip. Now let's figure out who will move on to the second play-in tournament game. Here's the first drive here for the Warriors, and it's over to Dante DiVincenzo for 3, and he's going to be off the mark. Rebounded by the Clippers on the court for the road squad. It is Nah'Shon Hyland, James Harden, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and Ivica Zubac. While for the Golden State Warriors, it'll be Stephen Curry, Dante DiVincenzo, Jonathan Kuminga, DeMar DeRozan, and Kevon Looney as the first baskets of the game will come off an and one. Kawhi Leonard foul by DeMar DeRozan, and the Claw will quickly pick up the and one play to make it 3-0. Here comes the next drive for the Warriors. Quick pass out in the corner. It's off the mark. Rebounded by Zubac. Is off the missed 3 from Kuminga. Clippers finished the year 39-43. It was a bad end to the season, while the Warriors, they also finished 39-43. But they get the tiebreaker over this one, despite the fact that both these two teams split the regular season meetings 2 apiece. So this is also the big 5th game between that, as there's an alley-oop lob. Kawhi Leonard jams it in with one hand over DeMar DeRozan again, who's been on the receiving end of a couple of Leonard highlights so far. Next possession here for the Warriors. Curry left side. He gets stripped. Zubac gets a hand on it. It ends up in the hands of Leonard. Good hands by our big man. On the transition, Leonard cuts it right side. He's going to pull it back. It's good defense there by Jonathan Kuminga. As Leonard looks to set the play. Right side. Trying to take him isolation out. Drives to the right. Gets to the basket and it makes it. Kawhi Leonard with all 7 of the first points for the Clippers tonight. He definitely wants this one to keep going. While about a minute and a half of play, Warriors still looking for their first points of the contest. Here's DiVincenzo back in Golden State. He finds Curry off ball for 3, and he's going to knock that one down. The 2-time NBA MVP gets the Warriors on the board. 2 minutes gone by here in the first quarter. James Harden with the basketball gets a screen right side from Zubac. He's going to pull from 3, and he's going to be a little too strong. Clippers, we saw struggle the last time we watched them from downtown, and hasn't been the hottest of starts for them from that same range in this one. As DeMar DeRozan from the mid-range knocks it down. DeMar DeRozan, the former Chicago Bull, the big pickup from the trade deadline. He came over from Chicago in a deal that also sent Andrew Wiggins to the Knicks. Also got the Warriors DiVincenzo. It was a big-time move. And DeMar DeRozan is back home in his native of California. As there's James Harden, who hangs in the air. He knocks down the 2 points. Clippers won their last regular season game against the best team in the league, Oklahoma City Thunder. And in that win, Harden had 22 points against his former squad. Unable to see the box score, though, which was a little disappointing. But we did pick up that win. 9-5 and now in favor of the Clippers. DeRozan off the screen, pulls up, and he nails it from down the mid-range, too. Good shot there, as both teams shooting very efficiently here in the early goings. Only 3 minutes have gone by, and it's 9-7. Harden gives up the pass for Zubac. He's going to be guarded by Looney. Dishes it back out to James Harden. Takes a 3, and again it won't go. Rolled in and out. Kuminga corralled it. He's at the top of the key. Hands it off for DiVincenzo, who gets by Harden, and he's going to get fouled going to the line. He'll shoot 2 free throws as Harden picks up his first. DiVincenzo back in Golden State. He was with the team in the 2022-2023 season, but like we mentioned earlier, came back in that trade that sent Wiggins to New York. He does knock down both the free throws as well, as it's tied up at 9 apiece now, as after the 7-0 start by the Clippers, the Warriors have brought it right back. As here's George, gets inside, and he's going to get fouled. Kevon Looney, the culprit this time, and he'll send PG-13 to the line. Finished the regular season averaging 23.2 points per game, 5.6 rebounds, had a sensational second half of the season, and was very much the team MVP post All-Star break. As he gives the Clippers a lead once more, 11-9 now. Over right side to Kuminga. Now out to Looney at the top of the key. Curry running around off ball. Thought about the three. Good job by Highland to fight through all the screens. Instead, he's given up to Kuminga. He drives left side. Kick over. Here's Looney, who gets swatted by Zubats. The rejection for the big man. Leonard gets it. Full court pass. Now over to Harden, but good job by DiVincenzo to get into the passing lane there. Ball will stay on this side of the court as 4 minutes now have gone by. Zubats the in-ball carrier. He's going to dish underneath for George, who gets to the basket and lays it up. Nice move there by PG-13. And it's good also feed by Gabika Zubats. They get back out to a 4-point lead. Steph Curry now over to Kayvon Looney. He's going to hand it back off for Curry, and he's going to get right to the rim. Curry coming off a 36-point performance in the win against Utah in their final regular season game. He's got them within 2 now, as Highland now on the other end will bring it up the court. Gets a screen from George, drives to the basket himself, kicks it back out. Now he's going to try to drive on Kuminga, and there's a ball swatted. Try to get it to Leonard, but DeRozan with the hands, and DeMar's going to slam it home with one hand on the other side. He takes it to Leonard this time, and we'll go to the end of the first quarter. The Warriors house a 28-24 lead after a frame. Offense on display for Golden State, as now we're about halfway through the second, and they now have a 9-point lead, 41-32, and we'll make it at least an 8-point lead off the 2 free throws by Nashawn Highland, who really stepped up this year as an offensive weapon. You saw averaging over 18 points per game this season. He's got it back to single digits, as the Warriors, though, have been in firm control of this game. As here's Curry being guarded by Leonard. Nice pass inside for Kuminga, who beats George off the ball. George is dealing with an injury, though, so he's not at full strength. That sprained MCL, but he's playing through it because, well, it is a do-or-die scenario. Back up to 10 now here for the Warriors as Harden gets the screen right side. He's had a pretty slow start to the game. And again, he misses a 3-ball, has yet to connect from downtown, and that continues to be the Achilles heel for the for the Los Angeles Clippers, rather, during this past couple of weeks. Throws it inside for Curry. Right side, floater, but gets swatted by Zubats. Absolutely rejected, right into the arms of DiVincenzo. Curry picks himself right up and gets fouled off the screen, off the shot. A chance at a 4-point play for Steph Curry, and of course he's going to knock it in. Beautiful bounce back after being rejected. He connects for 4, and it's now a 14-point lead in favor of the Warriors. Big time shot there. As on the other end, Harden gets it outside. Highland for 3, wide open, and he connects. That's a big shot by Bones Highland to get some of that back on the other end. Cuts it now to an 11-point lead for Golden State. As Highland gets the screen left side, he pulls from 3 now, and Curry again knocks it down. He's got 22 on the night, 11 in the first, 11 in the second. We still got 5 minutes to play here in the first half. It's going absolutely off here. 14 points now. Leonard drives on DeRozan. Good defense by DeMar, and Leonard can't hit the mid-range jumper. Rebounded by the Warriors. Curry stops. Got Highland on top of the screen, or top of the key, rather. Finds a wide-open Kuminga, who's going to slam it home with 2 hands. Jonathan Kuminga off of the off-ball screen. Kuminga had a great season this year, 16.1 points per game, 5.8 rebounds, and 2.3 assists, all career highs for the small forward. On the other end, Highland's going to take another 3, same spot, but this time he's no good. Rebounded by DeRozan. He's going to take it himself, but good hands by the Claw. He steals that one away, one of the best defenders in the league. And on the other end, Highland's going to draw a foul for Curry. I'll send Bones to the line for 2 free throws. He's got 7 points tonight now, knocks down the first for 8, and makes the second as well for 9. So it's now a 14-point lead. It's some substitutions for both squads. DiVincenzo now running the point, bringing it up. Instead, Terry Rozier also comes in for Steph Curry. Finds Kuminga down low, being worked on Leonard, and again the Claw shows his defensive ability, forces the miss. Highland Over to Harden. Transition. 3-ball. No good. The Beard struggling from deep. As Rozier now with it. Cuts right side. He's going to pull a 3. Fading to his right. Too strong with the release. Island with the rebound. Now over to Harden. Cuts inside. Gets by DiVincenzo. Gets to the basket and draws an and one. Dante DiVincenzo fouls him on the recovery. And the Beard will go to the line for a chance at a 3-point play. And he will knock it down as the former NBA MVP cuts us to 11. About 3.5 minutes to go here now in the second quarter. DeMar DeRozan running the point. Now DiVincenzo has it left side. Rozier coming off 19 points in the win against Utah. He gets the screen from Looney, dishes it inside, and Kayvon gets swatted. Good bounce back by Zubats there. Good recovery. And on the other end, Highland tries to drive. Instead, he's going to pull it back. Good transition defense by the Dubs. Leonard off the handoff. Over to Harden now. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. It's a screen left side from Zubats. Drives in. Defense collapses. Passes it around. Here's Highland. He should have pulled there. Instead, he's got to fire something up. It's going to be Kevin Love, and he can't get it to go. Good defense there by the Warriors. The Clippers might have had a better look there. And instead, couldn't pull the trigger. Stays in 11-point deficit. Now DeRozan being guarded by Kevin Love. And is trying to work on Love. Gets a screen left side. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Harden comes over for the help. DeMar DeRozan's got to take a shot now as the shot clock's expiring, and it's a little to the left. Rebounded by Highland. He's got a few of those tonight. As inside 2.5 now. Gets a screen from Zubats. Going to drive left. And he's going to draw some contact. And he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. As Highland makes the first. Gets him up to double digits. He's been a perfect 5 for 5 from the charity stripe. And there's the caster's curse because he misses his first free throw right as I say that. You can see down below the Suns did beat the Spurs 133 to 121, which means the Suns are the 7th seed. And whoever wins this game will face the San Antonio Spurs for a chance to get the 8th spot in San Antonio. So now we know who both these teams are playing for. As Rozier off the long two is no good. Harden does get the rebound. Rozier not as good tonight. 7 points, 3 for 8 shooting. As Harden gets to the rack and scores, that cuts it to within 8. As we're inside double digits once more with less than 2 minutes to go. Golden State trying to stop this little rally here from LAC. As trying to get the man open off screen, just running back and forth. And eventually Leonard loses Kuminga and he slams it home. And Clippers will call timeouts. We'll go to the end of the half where the Warriors get it back to 12-point lead. 58-46 your score. Who will win this and continue to move on, or who will lose and go home? We'll have to find out in the second half. Pretty back and forth contest with the Warriors well out shooting the Clippers here in this one. 22 in the first half for Curry leads the way. And we'll see if we can stop the chef in the second half as we get back courtside for the play-in tournament game. And we're back into the second half of our matchup. The Warriors hosting a 12-point lead as the Clippers got to make a comeback if they want to keep their season alive. As Leonard starts off this possession by trying to take his man DeMar DeRozan isolation. Step back is good. Kawhi Leonard, nice step back jumper from the left side. Now up to 11 points on the night. Had 9 of those in the first half. As cuts it within 10, but on the first possession for the Warriors is a backdoor cut by Jonathan Kuminga. You can see George still favoring that knee. Just a little slow at times on the quick hitting cuts, and it was too much for him on Jonathan Kuminga that time. Next possession, Harden takes a 3 right side, and he finally knocks one down. That's the first 3-pointer of the night for James Harden. He had 9 points in the first half. Now Hardy has a third of that here in the second. Now a 9-point lead. Curry, though, on the other end, step back 3 of his own. Oh, I thought that was going to drop. Rebounded by Zubats up to Highland, who's been a very good scorer for us today. Over to Leonard. I actually tried to get it to Leonard, but DiVincenzo quickly in the passing lane, and he's going to go the other way. Gets fouled by James Harden. Otherwise, that would have been a kiss off the glass. As DiVincenzo, 5 points in the first half. He does miss the first free throw. And he at least does make the second to push it back up to double digits. 10 points separates these two squads. Kawhi has it now left side. Guarded by DeRozan. Again, another isolation. This time Looney comes over for the help. That leaves Highland wide open for three, and he's got it. 2 3 balls here in the third quarter to begin for the Clippers. Not what you've seen recently from this squad, but it has helped cut the lead back down to 7. Good job by Leonard to find the wide open man off of the double. It's now Kuminga left side over to Looney. As Curry comes off the off-ball screen, takes the 3. Oh, that time does not go again. Back-to-back misses from downtown by Curry. As now within 7 are the Clippers. A good chance to even cut into that lead some more. Harden screen left side. Dishes it down low for Leonard. Has DeMar on him. Backing him down. Spins to the left. But a little too strong with the hook. And DeRozan has the rebound. Up to DiVincenzo. Kawhi 11 points. 5 for 11 shooting. As DiVincenzo gives it up for Looney. Over to Kuminga. You see Curry, again, just running around, trying to get open, and there's a foul, and there's actually going to be an and one. They call that on Harden. I don't know if I would have agreed with that. We'll go a little bit later, though, into the third quarter nonetheless, and the Clippers have got it within 4. So a battle back here. As 5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. George still on the court for the Clippers. He tries to drive right side, no luck. Gives it up for Zubac. Tried to get it over to Leonard, but is tipped. Nice defense there by Terry Rozier. Ends up in the hands of DeRozan. And now Scary Terry on the other end. Gives it up for DiVincenzo. Drives inside. Meets Zubac. Gives it up. Back over to DeRozan. Back over. This time intercepted by George on the other end. He's going to go to the rack. And he's going to miss. He draws contact. No foul. Tried to get an and one. Instead, the whistles were swallowed on that play. And on the other end, it leads to Curry with a long 2. And he's got nothing but the bottom of the net. Big swing there by the Warriors off of the no foul call as Curry is up to 30 points on the night for Golden State. Back up to a 6-point lead. Leonard tries to drive right side. Gives it up for Highland, who heaves up a 3, and he knocks it down. Bones Highland's having himself a heck of a night here, trying to will this team on, and now we're within 3. It's a 1-possession game. Less than 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Rozier pulls from 3. Misses. Rebounded by Leonard, and the Clippers now have a chance to tie it. Highland is in takeover mode, mind you, and he gets right to the rim and lays it up on the reverse. Within 1 are the Clippers. They brought it back. You can see the bench. They're getting into this one. As what can the Warriors do to potentially stop this momentum? Now 2 Clippers players in takeover mode. Highland and Leonard have reached that era. Curry's going to heave up a 3, and that's going to be the answer right there. Steph Curry from downtown. He knocks down the tray ball. Obviously one of the best, if not the best, long-distance shooter in NBA history. Trying to get back to the NBA Finals as Highland thought about the 3 of his own. Looks to reset instead. Gives it up to Zubac inside. Here comes the double. Leaves George wide open in the corner for a 3 of his own, and it's too strong. Rebounded by the Warriors. DiVincenzo now brings it up. He's got George on him on his hip. Fires it over to Rozier, who steps into a mid-range shot that's no good. Clippers rebound. Again, trying to push the pace. They get it over to Highland. He's going to take a step back. Tries to drive now inside on Curry. This is not an easy matchup. He'll think better of it. Just give it up for George. That's PG-13. Tries to drive on DiVincenzo and draws some contact. And we'll go to the end of the third quarter. This one's still tight. 82-78 your score. We're going to go to the end of the fourth quarter, though, and see the last 2.5 minutes of this one. The only thing is the Warriors have jumped out to a 12-point lead. So we're going to stay with this one to the end, see what happens, but the Clippers got to make a comeback. George is going to try to start. Isolation on Kuminga. Gives it up, though, to DiVincenzo, who intercepts the pass. Other way go the Warriors. It's a big critical turnover at this point in the game. Over to Curry now, right side. Being guarded by Highland, who's continued to have a heck of a game. He leads all scorers for the Clippers. As here's DeRozan from the free throw line. It's no good. Rebounded by Zubac. And again, the Clippers almost have to score on this drive, though, if they want to stay in this one. Screen left side. Highland has a path to the basket. He doesn't take it. He gets stripped by Kayvon Looney. He could have gone up with it. I don't know why he didn't. Instead, Kuminga on the other end finds DiVincenzo long 2. It's a miss. Dodged the bullet there. Stay alive, do the Clippers, but we're inside 100 seconds now. Harden off the spin. Gives it over to George. Gives up to a cutting Zubac, who nicely hooks it in. Is within 10. It's within 90 seconds now. Got to get nothing but stops. DeRozan has it left side. Now over to Curry. Being tightly guarded by Highland. Steph tries to drive. Gives it up for DiVincenzo. Back over to DeRozan now. Maloney has it. 6 seconds left to go here on the shot clock. Curry gets open off the screen. Hard, nice defense, though, to stop him at the free throw line. There you go. The Beard plays defense here in LAC. As on the other end, he runs the court, and he gets right to the basket. It's in, and we're within double digits now as James Harden reaches 17 points. And it's now almost coming up on a minute. DiVincenzo does get by Harden, and he's going to go right to the rack because of it. Zubac doesn't help, and that's 10 points right back. You cannot allow that to happen. If you're going to press full court, you can't let them get behind you. 10-point lead here with less than a minute to go. George gets to the basket, misses. Zubac does get the rebound, though. He goes up with it and the nice putback. But here you go again. You need a stop. 47 seconds left to go. Kuminga inbounds it for DiVincenzo, who gives it up to Curry, who crosses the half-court line. No fouls just yet. Clippers, though, if they don't get a stop here, this one's probably over. As DeRozan thought about it from the mid-range. He does now, and he misses. Rebounded by George. Clippers are going to push the pace. They give it up to Harden. Drives by DiVincenzo, and he's going to lay it in. Now within 6 are the Clippers, but you got to start playing the foul game. 24 seconds. They're going to foul DiVincenzo. The Warriors not in the bonus yet, so you can at least try to steal the inbounds pass. Leonard is guarding DeRozan. He's taking his time. Can't seem to get the ball in. He finally finds Curry, and that'll draw the foul. So we'll send Steph Curry to the free throw line. He's having himself a heck of a night as MVP chants start to rain down on the former two-time MVP. He knocks down both of his free throws, back to an 8-point game. We'll go on the other side of the timeout. Clippers need a shot, and need a shot quick. They give it up to Leonard. He fires the three, and it's no good. Rebounded by the Warriors, and it seems like the Clippers have called off the dogs. No foul call incoming, and this one is going to come to a close here at the Chase Center, and the Clippers season is going to officially come to an end. Final score, the Warriors win this one 109-101. You can see the heartbreak on the fans, or on the faces of the Clippers, or the fans, in the Chase Center, are happy the Warriors stay alive, but this is the end of the road for the Los Angeles Clippers. Tough one to lose. You know, you come this far not to make the playoffs for the second year in a row. We bow out in the play-in tournament, and honestly, probably took a step back this year. That's a little disappointing because I thought we had a pretty good squad. This was kind of a make-or-break year for the Clippers with all 3 of our veterans returning, and we couldn't get it done. So that leads to a very important, interesting offseason for the Clippers. What is next for the squad? They're going through a rebrand. Do you run it back with the same core that's aging, or do you just completely blow it up? Well, have to stay tuned and find out. As the Clippers, though, thank you, NBA 2K, we have officially been eliminated. So we get through the play-in tournament. The Warriors actually do take the 8 seed as well in the West, while in the East it was the Pacers with the 7, the Hornets in the 8. So we're going to go through every round now and find out who will be playing in the 2025 NBA Finals. You can see the East. You can see the West. My prediction, I think it's going to be Cavs versus Thunder in the Finals. So let's go ahead and start to sim. We're going to go round by round. We're not going to look at every single game. We're going to just kind of stop as we simulate the first round. And in the West, it is the Thunder who beat the Warriors in 5. The Mavericks beat the Blazers in 7. But the bottom half is a little bit interesting. The Grizzlies, the defending champs, they upset the Kings, and the Suns upset the Timberwolves. Meanwhile, in the East, is a lot more chalk. The Heat beat the Hornets. The Hawks beat the Knicks. The Cavs sweep the Pacers, but the 6-seeded Sixers beat the 3-seeded Bucks. So that takes us now into the conference semis, where the Thunder will sweep the Mavericks, and the Suns continue their journey. They beat the Grizzlies 4-1. While in the East, it is the top 2 seeds. The Heat beat the Hawks in 5, and the Cavaliers beat the Sixers in 6. So it's Thunder, Suns, it's Heat, Cavs. Who will be playing in the NBA Finals? It is going to be the Cavaliers and the Suns. Booker gets Western Conference MVP, while Mobley gets Eastern Conference MVP, which sets us up for a big-time matchup in the Finals. Both teams get it done in the 5 games, as the Suns come from the play-in tournament to the NBA Finals, with the Cavs looking to win their first title since LeBron has been there. That's going to be an interesting one. That is going to be next episode. We're going to watch the NBA Finals, at least the elimination games and find out who will be crowned champion before we decide what we're going to do. Are we going to do a year 3? Are we calling it after this year? Let me know in the comments section below. It really depends on the support of you guys. I don't want to do a 3rd year if it's not really going to get the support, especially with EA Sports College Football coming out. I know this game isn't necessarily everybody's top of the line right now, but I have enjoyed doing this series a lot. I really have. But let me know in the comment section below. What have you thoughts? Do you want to see a year 3? But regardless, make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.